Hello everybody, this is Pheno and today we're back with some more Duelyst, and I'm pretty happy. So far this week has been pretty good. I've been having a good time. I've been, doing all right. I feel like the plays have been pretty solid so far this week. I feel like we're starting to get back onto the roll. And maybe last week was just like the ladder reset hiccup and we're back. Hopefully. We'll see how tonight goes. So I'm still waiting on some quests. Got about 3 minutes. So while we're waiting, I figured we would pop on in and we're gonna run the Arcanist deck. This is the deck that I've kind of currently chosen to play. I'm gonna just toggle between this deck and the wall deck. Venar is still my favorite class to play. For whatever reason, it just synergizes very well with me. And I feel good when I play this class, and that's one of the things is like even when I lose, I feel like this is the class that I hold out the best. I just survive the best, and I'm wondering. I think that the Arcanist deck is probably pretty feasible in other classes, and I think that if it turns out to be pretty feasible in other classes, that would be a good starting point for me to start playing other factions as well. Is start playing them with an Arcanist style deck. So to start the game out, let's replace the blue Conjurer. He's a little pricey for what we want right now. And then let's stunlock this nerd and end our turn. Next turn, we have access to 4 mana, which is going to allow us to make some pretty cool plays. We're going to drop this dude. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move our general here, drop this little dude right here, and then that will allow us to drop this guy in this general area. Actually, he can't reach this. I think it's better to maybe grab that. But then he's going to kill my little Arcanist, and I don't want my little Arcanist to die this soon. So let's drop him right there. We did not have enough mana. I did not calculate that correctly. My bad. Let's replace one of the aspect of the Ravagers. Now him, we can drop. Little less aggressively with that. And then let's hit this. And end our turn. It might not have been the best move. I'm still really curious why Aspect of the Ravager is the one in this and not the other aspect card of the Shimzar. Shimzar still by far seems like the better alternative. Well, that sucks. Alright, so we have 4 mana. So we're going to drop this little dude right here. Like so. We're going to eliminate this card. And then ping him. Run him away. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to block and try to keep him alive and end our turn. I'm not going to attack that. My goal, I think, is to silence it next turn. Definitely going to silence it next turn now. Because that was just mean. So let's replace him. And then we're going to turn him into a Ravager. We're going to silence/kill this. Like so. Which leaves us with an Arcanist on the board. And allows us to drop him. And end our turn. We've got the blue Arcanist in our hand. Well played. Provoke? Nope, Dancing Blades. All right. So let's replace him and see what we can pull. All right, blue Arcanist. Who has 6 health? He does have 6 health. So we're gonna move our general up. We are going to not do that. We're going to drop the blue Arcanist right there. And we're going to ping. And then remove the Dancing Blades from the board. End our turn. I think that was a mistake. I think anything we did there, we were going to end up with a pretty nuked board. That's a pretty legit artifact. So let's drop him. And then replace the blue Conjurer. And replace him. End our turn. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that card played. Alright, so let's replace Circulus. And then drop our Arcanist up here. Deal 2 damage to this. Hit it. And then hit that. Ping. Restore health to our hero. And give our general some extra attack. And then end our turn. I'm assuming he's got something big, probably with Provoke. No. Okay. He could still have something big with Provoke. Or little with Provoke. That works as well. So... we know as soon as we drop him, we're going to get more spells. Woohoo! We did it! I think we were going to take it. We were going to drop that. We were in a pretty good spot. I'll give him a solid tip. Back to rank 13. Sure, McCreed. I'll be your buddy. Alright, we got some new quests. With Venar, so we're going to be cranking out some Venar tonight, which is going to be great. Tonight. Whenever you may be watching this. Scarlet Viper. Alright, so we got a couple games. We're going to get all kinds of fun gold tonight. It's going to be good. So yeah, let's hop back right on in with our fantastic... I like getting the Venar quests. Obviously, because then I get to play my favorite deck. What do we got, McCreed? You say something? Never fucking don't get what you need, do you? Wow! That's kind of mean. What a hostile little guy. He's so toxic. He's so toxic. Whoa! How do I unadd somebody? Yeah, I want to remove McCreed. He's a douche. What a toxic dude. It's just wrong. So mean and just bad. Just a bad player. What are we against today? Somos. Let's dump the polarity. All right. There's always hostile people in every game we play. They exist. I don't know why you would add somebody as a friend after you concede just to be like an asshole to them. That seems a little silly to me. And then just to be like a legit asshole about it. Also, pretty weird. Let's replace him. Oh, look at all the mana death grips. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what goes through somebody's head before they do something like that. Like, to take a game so serious that you just have to be an asshole about it. I don't understand. I thought he played fairly well. I thought it was a solid little game. People can be bitter on the internet. When you're hiding behind a keyboard, it's a lot easier to say things. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Well, that kind of sucked. Alright, so... Mana Death Grip this. Stun this. So that we can, have a turn to get our back against the wall. And then end our turn. So we do get the crystal. I wasn't sure if you got the crystal before or after. So either way, this is a pretty large threat. We can kill it next turn, but we're going to have to sacrifice a lot of our stuff to get away with it. We can deal 1 damage to it, and then mana death grip it, and then attack it. We're going to take a bunch of obnoxious damage doing so, but And if that's a Mind Cage, we're in a rough spot anyway. My best guess is that it is a Mind Cage. What is his effect? After this minion attacks. Yeah, it was a Mind Cage. So the Mind Cage is going to be a problem. Because pretty much I think anything that we can use to eliminate the Mind Cage can actually be used. He's going to use against us to eliminate our card. So, knowing that, not really sure what we're going to do. Most of this deck requires spell synergy with the Arcanists. And the fact that he's also comboed with the Magi is really clever. I mean, I wouldn't say clever. I don't know if it's clever. But yeah, a lot of our removal, he's going to get. So he's going to get anything we do. Trying to think of the best. I guess we just have to get rid of it. I mean, it means he's going to get rid of ours, which means that we did just make a huge misplay. We've got two pretty cool owls, though. One's going to be a woof woof here soon, but we do have two pretty cool owls. They're going to allow for some pretty powerful... One of them is going to allow for some pretty powerful moves. So the question is now, can we survive another turn with the 4 winds up? We can eliminate the 4 winds, but it's going to take a turn for us to get to it. So let's heal up. And then let's give our general the additional attack. So the 4 winds can go down now. The downside to his current board is there is a lot of... He's got a lot of power. We need to get to our little corner. On turn 8, he could Spiral Technique us and pretty much just end the game right there as well. He could potentially have lethal. All right, so he's going in for blood. All right, so we're going to run up. We're going to put Mr. Owl here. Mr. Fly Guy here. We're going to restore 3 health here. We are going to buff our general. We are then going to hit that. Hit that. And then end our turn. Obviously, it's turn 8. If he's got Spiral Counter, it's over. If he's got 2 Phoenix Fires, it's over. There's a lot of things that he could do. That's not going to help. The odds are really good now that he's got Phoenix Fires. We're going to replace Circulus and hope that we can pull something. Ideally, Polarity. Polarity would be really nice. I think Polarity is the ideal card for us to draw. Like, top decking Polarity would be fantastic. That McCreed guy, he tried to ruin my night, and he's not going to do it. All right, Polarity? Not Polarity. Damn, Circulus! Again, he's probably just waiting to get the cards. I'm super nervous. There's a lot he could probably get. He's got Spiral Technique. He's got Phoenix Fires. He's got the Golem. Geomancer. That's what I was trying to say. Which is going to start giving him Guaranteed. And if he has one in his hand, that's lethal. 8, 9, 10, 11. We have lethal on him. If he can't win, we win. I'm not sure he realizes that. He might. Well, we came back with the win. That was good. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. All right. Well, looks like we pop right back on in and get another one done, don't we? Yeah, this game, it's so good. I haven't had a game on the channel yet that I was able to sit down and play 5 days a week for an hour. Like, Friday we play it for 2. I mean, that's what, 6 hours of content a week of one game. You guys watch it, which is even more impressive. I mean, thank you for that. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys watch this series. Your continued feedback and support as well. It really, all of it means so much to me. I'm actually quite okay with what we've got going on here. I would have preferred to have been on the other side. I don't think we need 2 of those. I was looking for a stun. A stun would have been cool. But what we do on this turn is going to decide the entire game. Oh, asshole! Alright. So there's really not much we can do. Admittedly. I'm going to keep Double Owl just because I think Double Owl is really good. I'm actually going to replace an owl now because I can. And then end our turn. Chain Killer 787. Alright, so Pyroblasters are problems for me. I don't like them. We can kill one. Hello, have you met my owl friend? And then let's replace the... Even better. That was a pretty solid turn. I'm rather happy about that. He's running away. He has Entropic Decay. He's gonna burn all his mana for the turn, though. Oh, he had one more. Oh, his hero power. That makes a lot of sense. How lucky is he? Quite lucky, I would say. Alright. Up we go. There's no need for polarity anymore. Polarity, however you want to say it. Let's replace him. I'm going to keep the replacer. So next turn we have a pretty solid play. He's just running all around the board. So that's an optimal silence card. So we are going to do that. And then we are going to ping it. And then we're going to give our general some extra attack. Oh, we don't have enough mana. Whoops. Can any of these guys... And turn. That's a threat. It is quite a large threat. All right, so obviously, do we need to get our general out of here? I know we're going to want to heal our general. There's no way out of that one. Let's replace the blue conjurer. That's perfect. Hit that. That's even more perfect. We're not going to hit it this turn. Actually, yeah, why not? No, let's not bother. And then let's replace this. Drop him. Fly on down. And attack. Move him over. And ping. Yes, we got it off in time. Whew. We got another one. So I think that gives us lethal. If we can hit him with enough. That's interesting. Provoke. Alright, so... do we have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have lethal. 1. Oh, we don't have lethal because of this guy. We give him a solid, well played. The golem was a little scary, but we never even had to deal with it. We were able to deal with it, but we just never had to, which is pretty nice. That puts us at rank 12. Which is pretty cool. What do we have for gold? We tip gold a lot, and I don't know if... I don't honestly know what best practice is for the game. Like, if you should tip every time you win. Like, I don't know. I feel like I tip almost every time I win, and I don't know if that's the correct way to do it. Could be, but it could also not be. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, I feel like so far, I've earned my granola bar. It's still sitting here. So, I feel like so far tonight, I've earned the granola bar. So, maybe I'll get a granola bar today. Let's pitch the golem and keep everything else. We're up against an 800 win player. Riach. We're just going to call him 85. Um... Let's see what we can make happen. I'd love to luck out and him not be able to play anything on turn 1. Be pretty cool. He's just kind of chilling there. What you doing? What you doing? He's on the move. So I'm assuming we're playing a wall deck. That would be my assumption based on the general. A lot of the wall decks that I've seen typically have this because you can trigger with her hero ability, which is pretty good for walls. I just don't like the art on that general. The whole mohawk, grumpy face. Not my thing. That's interesting. Less interesting. Let's replace the Trinity Wing, which gives us the stun. All right. So we have some good, solid silence and removal in our hand, along with some very nice Arcanist cards. Owl is a prime candidate for going out next turn. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to move now. I think Owl is still a solid play. If we drop Owl here, and begin the buff time, and then end our turn. I always like going against other Venar when I'm playing Venar. I feel like going character v character is a lot of fun. It can actually be more fun and interesting to see how similar characters and decks play against your deck. It leads to some really cool, in my opinion, some really cool things. So she's going to go for that. Also, because we are playing against Venar, it's almost a guarantee that there is some sort of... So she just sniped all of the mana. Definitely playing against a wall deck. These ones don't have Provoke, though, so they're less scary. But I think she just triggered her hero power. And if she triggered her hero power, we're screwed. Yeah. So that sucks. So basically we have to get away from these things. Apologies. I feel bad for Mr. Owl Dude, but I guess there was really no way for Owl Dude to get out of this alive. Sorry, Owl Dude. Another chromatic? Cryogenesis. That is not a card I've seen too many of. And the stun. pretty good. Mana Death Grip. So we haven't been able to get our Mana Death Grip off. So there's no point to hold on to it. I feel like Vinar should have an artifact that gives her ranged, considering she does walk around with a gun. I feel like that's a really odd missed opportunity. What is up with the stuns on the character? I'll take a Pax. Pax isn't bad. Like, if I'm gonna get stuck with a battle pet, give me Pax. Put a copy of the most recently cast spell into your action bar. Which would be Chromatic Cold, so that's actually pretty good. As of right now, it's Chromatic Cold. Alright, so we need the bond, and in order to get the bond, we have to drop an Arcanist. Let's replace this. Fingers crossed we don't draw anything good. Flash Freeze, it's not bad. We have Owl, though. And I think he's burnt... He's utilized 2 of his 3 Chromatic Colds. So we have definitely started to get a bit of a advantage. That kind of sucks. How will we get out of that one? All right. So, for starters, let's move him here. We're going to drop the Owl. And then we're going to Chromatic Cold this. Then we're going to give our general +1 attack. Kill this. Oh, we're provoked. Well, get off the screen then. And then let's Chromatic Cold this. Move our general up into here. Maybe. Move him down. Kill that. Replace this. Ow. I tried. If he pops Winter's Wake, it's over. He obviously just replaced to try to find it. He doesn't have it. That's very obvious now. It's a Dowager. I almost guarantee it's a Dowager. We can easily remove it anyway. Let's replace this. And then let's move our general to there. Drop him, which will allow for the additional replace. Is there anything on the board with 1? There is not. Heal. And then drop him there. Drop. What do we have? To do that. And then let's just drop this here. This here. Oh, we ran out of mana. All right. So we've got some fodder going at him. We've started to take back the board. We have a good chunk of health. Obviously, Winter's Wake is still a huge threat that we have. Less so now because we do have a lot of our guys hiding. The more he damages his stuff, the better. So I think Chromatic holding the stupid Vesper, like he just keeps throwing it into his hand. It's getting obnoxious at this point. So we're just going to Chromatic Cold it to remove it right from play. And then let's also replace this. Our owl is going to start getting a little bit more aggressive, which gives us the Chromatic Cold back. Let's silence the wall. Just going to give us an additional replace and the Arcanist. Oh, we had lethal. We had lethal. That entire turn we had lethal. We have polarity in our hand and a guy who can freaking fly. We had lethal. I mean, the game is over and we've won, but we had lethal. Winter's Wake? Nope. Winter's Wake is really what he needed to have a shot. I can't believe we had lethal the turn before and I just did not realize it. That was a lot of fun. That was great. Absolutely great. That gives us our last quest. Continues our bonus, which is even better. Yeah, let's do one more. Let's just do one more. I feel like the video, we're at 50 minutes. I feel like we could do another one. Alright, so we don't need 2 of them. And because we have this, we don't need to start with the Circulus. Actually, the Circulus gives us a lot of replace fodder, so I'm actually okay with having Circulus. I feel like that's why Circulus is within the deck. More replacing. So yeah, that's the thing I did. Maybe I didn't need to replace the polarity. I don't think that it's a big deal that we did. I think if we had kept the polarity, we could have easily run one of these dudes into that guy. But because he moved for the mana tile, we actually can still kill him. Spells. Oh, she's going for blood anyway. Well played. Well played. All right, let's dump that fella. We have 4 mana, so let's play Circulus, Chromatic Cold, take him out of the picture altogether, and then end our turn. So her ability of being able to get a Heartseeker is going to cause some issues, because she's going to be able to ping off a lot of my 1/1s, which is a bit of a bummer. But we're going to drop into turn 5 with an Arcanist hopefully on the board. If he's still on the board, we're going to drop our Trinity Wing. What does he do? Oh, well played. I find it interesting that he moved that card. Probably just because it has that amount of health. We lost the Arcanist. So he can kill anything I drop right now. I don't have anything that I can drop that will survive. I mean, I need an Arcanist to survive the turn. If I can just get an Arcanist to survive the turn, we can drop Trinity Wing. And once Trinity Wing hits the board, we start seeing some of our synergies. The downside is... I mean, if he does attack it, I can clear. We'll clear his board. I mean, other than that little pesky nerd up there, but... It depends how badly he wants to kill that. If not, it's going to be a long haul till turn 8. Potentially. What is she doing? What are you up to? What are you doing, you maniac? Oh, she has one too. Well, that's one way of keeping your stuff alive. Well, first let's replace the Trinity Wing. Let's turn this into a woof woof. No benefits on it. Hit that. We have 5 mana, which will allow us to drop this, mana that, ping this, and end our turn, which gives us enough Arcanists to hopefully see Trinity Wing hit the board next turn. It's possible she could easily take down the guy in the corner. She could remove all 3 Arcanists this turn. Yep, she did it. Damn it. Refuses to let me have an Arcanist on the board, which is really smart. She's managed to dominate the board the entire game. Alright, so for starters... Well, I fudged that up. Oh, that's great. That's really awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to draw. Thank you so much, game. Thank you. I feel like you should be allowed to replace during the other player's turn. I feel like that would add a really unique mechanic to the game. I don't see a reason why you have to wait, other than obviously he just wiped out my ability, but I feel like it could add some cool levels of complexity. It'd let you plan your turn out a little bit. Well, that's scary. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go down. I don't see this going well for us. I mean, when this is our card draw, I mean, how well could it go? I mean, we're literally... Son of a biscuit! What is going on right now? What is happening? Well, once again, we were so close to earning the legendary granola bar. I really wanted that damn granola bar. All right. Like, this is insane. Like, come on, give me something. 2 identical turns in a row. Oh, yay, we got an owl. He's going to be really good with all those spells we have. That changes everything. She's got 6 damage on the board. As a Songhai, Spiral Technique could come out any turn as well. Another Chikari Avatar. I feel like Songhai would be a deck that an Arcanist deck that could be really solid, actually. Oh, she locked me in. That's game. Well played. Well played, sir. I cannot escape thee. Do I have any... I mean, it's over anyway, so we might as well... Yeah, I can't even play that. Well played. Well played. I'd concede, but just end it. Just ping me. Don't drag it out. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. That is an admirable player. There we go. Well, we had to end the night on a loss. It's a bit of a bummer, to be perfectly honest. We were doing so well, but we get an orb now. There's a sale going on, too. What do we got for a sale? Obviously, the sale is probably over by the time this video goes up. But they're emotes, and I don't know if I want to spend that many diamonds on an emote, because that be whack, yo. I don't think I want a bunch of emotes. What I want is my legendary general skin that I missed out on. 800 diamonds. I'm saving. I have 400. When it goes 50% again, it's mine. Don't even care. It's going to be mine. It's going to be great. Let's open up our spirit orb. Our well-earned spirit orb. I don't get you, granola bar, but it's okay. Someday I will get to. All right. What do we got? Vesperian Might. Give a Vesper minion +2/+2 for each friendly Vesper. We've got Wild Tahar, Frenzy, 2/4 for 3. Whenever an enemy attacks this minion, gains +3 until the end of your turn. Pretty good. War Adjudicator. Nearby friendly minions cannot be targeted by enemy spells. I feel like this is a card that should be an Arcanist. I think I've mentioned that in a previous video too. Just, he's holding a book. He's got his finger up in the air like he's going to cast a spell. Like, he's like, "Rah!" And he's not an Arcanist. Why is he not an Arcanist? Art's really cool on him though. I like Bane Pig. Bane Pig is pretty cool. Whoa, Zeraloth. That guy's cool looking. It's a Sentinel for Abyssian Host. Spell cast. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, put a 4/4 Fiend into your action bar. That's quite good. That's actually legitimately good. I like that. It's interesting. It's a very good card. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, put a 4/4 Fiend in your action bar, and it's triggered off of a spell cast, so you're guaranteed, as long as it doesn't die in Sentinel form, you're guaranteed a spell upon trigger, which is really cool. Yeah, that's a solid card. I'm surprised I've never seen it played. And we've got Fortified Assault. Turn an enemy minion space into hollowed ground. Deal 1 damage for each friendly hollowed ground. That's a pretty cool card. It's guaranteed to deal 1 damage, and if you played a lot of hollowed ground cards during the game, it could stack pretty well for 1. But yeah, I'd love to know you guys' thoughts in the comment section down below about Zeraloth. Looks like a great card. If you guys agree, maybe it's going to go into my Abyssian decks. It might go in anyway. And if it ends up in the Abyssian decks, I'm going to be excited to give it a shot. Yeah, if we get an Abyssian quest, maybe I'll toss it in. We'll add it to the Abyssian deck, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's clean up our collection with any duplicates. Considering we're like super low on spirit. Got it. Back. Boom. All right. Well, that's where we're going to wrap this one up. Yeah, thank you all very much. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like, give it a share. If you made it to the end of the video, please put the code word moon, because there's a moon on the screen right now, in the comment section down below. It'll let me know you made it to the end of the video. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you all very much. And as always, till the next video, long live McCreed. Hello there. Thank you for making it to the end of my video. If you enjoyed the content here, why don't you watch something next over there on that little box? Or if you want to check out something new, why don't you check the recommended feed on right there? And if you're new to the channel and enjoyed the video you just got done watching, why don't you bop that little ghost right below me on the face as hard as you can and hit the subscribe button. Thank you all very much for your continued support. And as always, till the next video.